Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. In today's video we have another cast. The first replay I've got is going to be Alan, who is playing as Indians in red, versus Momo, who is playing as Americans in blue. The map is Great Sahara, so let's begin. So Indians versus Americans, this is one of those common matchups in the 1v1 standard. I would say both nations are pretty good in age 4 onwards, so it will be interesting. I do prefer Indians just because of the elephants. You know, they are very nice. But Americans are obviously no pushover as well once they get to age 4, so it will be interesting. So I do think that, given the nation balance, I think it will come down to the ruins and the rares. So let's have a look at the rares for both players. So we see that Alan is starting off with citrus. In the left corner he has wool. In the right corner he has gems. And sort of once he places his second city down, he will be getting the sugar as well, which is sort of near the middle. So I would say decent rares for Alan, gems and sugar, if he can capture sugar. You know, both very nice rares, and also wool is not bad either. I do think he will make use of citrus because it is close by. So I do think he will make use of that. Momo on the other side, we do see he has relics, although he's not quite scouted it yet. He has diamonds on this right side here, so relics and diamonds is a very strong combination indeed, very good for booming. And there's also this Pappy here as well, which if Momo can secure this, then he's going to be in for a very good time. There's amber here as well, and copper in the corner, which is not really that much use, I would say. So amber, relics, diamonds, and if he can secure it, Pappy would be a very nice bunch of rares. So if he can control all these rares, then I would say that Momo definitely does have the better rares. So let's look at the build orders for both players. We do see that Alan has filled up his economy for the first city here, as you can see, and he is getting his second city. It's a little bit slow, I would say. He does have the second wood camp here, which is a +6, so that's nice. And let's see, on the other side, Momo already placed down his second city. He's getting his food and wood income up at +90 each. And he should be getting a market as well, which he is. So let's see, so Momo does know about his rares, which is good for him. Alan on the other side, he knows about gems and sugar. And wool, so they're like the main rares for him. But I think Momo will just miss out on the gems discovery here, so that's fortunate for Alan. So it looks like Momo might be aging up without military. On the other side here we do see Alan has gone for the military 1 research. And yes, it looks like Momo is going to be aging without the military 1, which I do think is appropriate given his relics right here. He wants to be making use of that as soon as he can. And I do think that the military 1 was more of a defensive decision for Alan, because I don't think he really needed to go for the military 1 before aging, but I don't know, maybe it was just a preference, who knows? I do expect a very fast Civic 2 for Momo because given his situation, I would expect him to secure this Pappy as soon as possible. It does seem like an age 4 or even age 5 boom is certainly on the cards for him, so that's what I am expecting. Gonna be going for the Senator. Barracks as well. As expected, stable coming down for the Indians player. Already going to be making an elephant. And it does seem like Momo is ready with the hoplites to face the elephant when it arrives. Looks like Alan has sent a merchant to gems here, so he will be getting the extra border push, which is really going to help him out in securing this Pappy, although he doesn't know about it yet. But I do expect this elephant to wander into it at some point. He has discovered diamonds. He doesn't know about relics just yet, but perhaps this scout will scout the relics at some point based on its current trajectory. Temple coming down as well for Alan. And there's a lot of hoplites here for Momo. He's definitely expecting some elephant raids. It looks like so far Alan's not really going to be going for anything. I mean, he is sending in a light horse and an elephant, but he is going to be met with heavy resistance with the hoplites, and as a result is going to be forced to flee. Another elephant coming online for Alan. Barracks as well. Now I do expect the Civic level 2 to be coming online for Alan any time now, because it looks like he will be the one to secure Pappy. I would assume, because it looks like Momo has chosen to go for the military 2. Gonna be moving his army towards diamonds, which so happens to be the elephant's chosen path, so it looks like he is going to be moving back. So I'm not too sure if he will be able to save the diamonds, but I guess we'll see. He just scouted the elephant, so he will be moving back. False march as well, so I do think he will, yeah, he will catch up to the elephants. Now there is this army here from Alan, so yeah, once he sees the army from Momo there, he should probably push forward and maybe do a bit of raiding, since this second city is going to be unprotected. It's definitely won't be a bad idea. But I do think that Momo can safely boom on these two rares. Even without Pappy. Now he's going for the Civic 2, as you can see, so maybe he won't be going for Forbidden City. I know that is a very popular strategy for Americans. I'm trying to think where he would build it. Possibly he could build it over here, or he could build it over here. There is some nice wood over here. However, I do think he would prefer to secure the diamonds, possibly. I guess we'll see what he goes for. Looks like Alan will be the one to secure the Pappy, as you can see. Tempo on the market coming down. And he will be going for the Science 2. So it's like Momo still doesn't know about the gems, which is really helping out Alan right now. Still no third city being placed down for Momo. Looks like he is going to be very defensive, and I can't blame him because the elephants raids can be very problematic, so that's probably why he's in a very defensive position right now. And this is quite a sizable army from Momo, so perhaps he's gonna eventually attack before Age 4. Just with the knowledge of how strong Indians are in Age 4, it's definitely a possibility. Looks like the medieval age is going to be coming online for Alan. Build another barracks as well. And for some reason this market isn't being built. Not too sure what's happened there. Looks like Alan will be going for a little skirmish here once he gets his archer upgrade. It looks like Momo is ready to face him, and he is going to be protecting the caravan route with a tower as well, so I think this is going to be a pretty tricky place to raid once these defences are created. So and the good thing about having his third city in such a location, it means his caravan routes are pretty secure. I think he only has to worry about raids coming from this other direction, but he can easily sort of rotate around his units here, so it shouldn't be too much of a problem. And it's a very nice boon for Momo. As you can see, he almost has enough knowledge to go to Gunpowder Age already. Looks like Alan will be trying to raid relics, and I do think he will be successful. Looks like diamonds is also being raided as well, although I'm not too sure where this... Okay, looks like he's just gonna be kiting around these hoplites here. So nice job there. Castle coming down for Alan, and it looks like he will be trying to go for Age 4 himself. He doesn't quite have enough knowledge income, so I do expect some I mean, he could go for the literacy upgrade and go up this university and go for another university. And it looks like the Forbidden City has been placed down, so it looks like Momo has a pretty nice economy right now. And he is pretty much ready to go to Gunpowder Age. He just needs a castle, I would say. And he's pretty much ready. Looks like Alan is going to be getting some sieges. So he's obviously preparing for when he does attack in Age 4. And meanwhile Momo is trying to chase down these elephants. He will be getting one of them. So good job there. And he's going to be replenishing these lost merchants on these rares. Meanwhile, Alan is going to be sieging Cleveland here. There is quite a few towers here for Momo though, so I do think this is going to be a difficult city to capture. There's also a castle coming down for Momo, and he should be ready for the Age 4 research once he gets enough food. Whereas Alan is kind of behind. And I'm not sure where this elephant's going. It will be sniped most likely. Now there is 3 catapults here for Alan, and it looks like the city of Cleveland will be going down quite rapidly here. So do you think Momo could maybe just move most of his army back? And Alan will be able to click up to gunpowder age himself in a few seconds here. So he should be ready to cook up now. But yeah, free government for Momo, so monarchy is already researched, and he will be getting the pikeman upgrades. Looks like both of these towers are going to get seized down here, so that will be pretty big for Alan. It just means that the defense in the city will be lowered here. There's not really that many units here for Momo. I was wondering what his plan's going to be, whether he's going to go for making spies. And it looks like this elephant here will be raiding this metal mine, the one that wasn't killed, so nice job there. And this is quite a nice army for Alan here. Now he's floating quite a few resources as well, so he could be spamming quite a few units here. And he's going to be getting a second explorer here, so I would say that is a wise decision. But it looks like Momo isn't actually going to be going for the spies here, at least not just yet, so looks like he will be spamming the pikemen and the dragoons, as well as quite a few heavy knights as well. Monarchy coming online for Alan. Once that researches, I do think this could be quite tricky for Momo to hold, but looks like he is going to be scaring Alan away here with this forced march of his, so he will be able to buy himself some time. But he just needs to be careful he doesn't get too carried away in this forced march, because there is quite a few crossbowmen here for Alan, so these pikemen could be put down here. And also the monarch here could be taken down if he's not careful. It is pretty low on HP. Yep, it does go down. So the army is still intact for Alan here, and looks like Momo's going to be calling the GG, so that's interesting. And I do think the city was going to be captured by Alan, so as there just wasn't enough units here for Momo. but you know, he did have very nice res, so had he have had enough units here, then I do think he could have had a pretty nice boom going on. I mean, just look at the knowledge difference. He has 700 knowledge in the bank, whereas Alan only has 200 knowledge, so and that's just the power of the rares he had. He had some very nice rares there, so I think it was definitely, you know, Alan did need to attack in the early age 4. Otherwise, I do think that Momo could have outboomed him quite easily. So yeah, well played, Alan. I'll be back with another replay in a couple of minutes, so just bear with me. Hey guys, I'm back, and here is the second replay. So it's going to be Alan once again, who is this time going to be playing as Romans in red against Shadows, who is going to be playing as Mongols in blue. So let's begin. So Romans versus Mongols, this is another common matchup. And I do think it is kind of interesting because while Mongols definitely do have the better start of the game, you know, I think up to late age 3 they are very, very strong. They are one of the top tier nations in standard after all. So it will be pretty difficult for Alan, I must say, early on. However, if he is able to get to sort of late age 3, age 4, then I do think by that time that's where Romans really start to shine, so I guess we'll just see what happens. So let's look at the rares here. So we see Alan has silver here, right next to his city, easily defendable. There's gems in this top left corner here, so already 2 very nice rares. There's bison here, which is a good rare to have. And on the right side there's citrus, which isn't so good. And there's peacocks here, which is yeah, in Alan's reach once he places his second city, I would say. On the other side we see that Shadows has obsidian. In the right bottom corner he has wine. And the bottom left corner he has amber, and also there's spice here, so, and also there's silk. So all these rares, I do think that, you know, combined, Shadows just have a pretty good setup, but, you know, all these rares, I think separately, are kind of, you know, they're not bad, but I think in terms of individual rares, Alan definitely just had the better rares in that regard, but if Shadows is able to control all these rares, then I do think he has, he will have a decent setup. And there's also this salt here as well, which will depend on whoever gets to control the center. And there's actually furs here as well, which I missed as well, so it just seems to be a lot of rares on this map. And that's because it is, let's just see. yeah, it's a small map, so it's actually a ranked game, so that's why the map is actually bigger as well. So let's look at the start for both players. We do see that Shadows is already at his 100 wooden food cap here, as to be expected with Mongols. And he is sending out merchants to the various rare resources. Aaron on the other side, you know, pretty much doing the same thing. Looks like he will be sending a merchant to Bison here. As well as one to Silver. And it looks like Shadows will be starting off with a barracks here instead of a stable. And I do think that's definitely, it could potentially, yeah, because I think Alan would probably be expecting to, for Shadows to build in a stable once he ages, but he will instead be getting some barracks units. Unless this is a defensive barracks, I don't know, but I don't think so somehow. And it looks like he will be sending these archers towards Bison. And it actually looks like the Roman player aged before the Mongol player, which isn't something you see every day. And it looks like Alan will be building a stable. Defensive tower in the back next to the wood camp, which will, you know, be protecting Silver as well as the wood camp. Because I do think that, well, he will be able to instantly garrison the merchant in the market anyway, I think. And it looks like he will be making some light horses here. And that's precisely the right sort of units to be counting what Shadows has. He has some archers here, as well as 2 horse archers and a white horse of his own, so... Looks like these archers will be causing the merchant here to be redeployed elsewhere, but I don't think it's going to survive. There is the white horse and the 2 horse archers on their way as well, so... And it should go down. It's a bit too been online for the Mongol player, and it looks like he will, yeah, he will be getting the center, which is a very nice setup as well, because he has the entire wood and also the salt as well. On the other side, yeah, there's a lot of white horses here for Alan, and looks like this nomad will be, okay, it's gonna be, the nomad does go down. Gonna be focused firing this nomad here as well. And he does manage to save the white horse. Good job, good macro. And it looks like Alan has gone for despotism here. So nice defense for Alan. And Shadows is, as you can see, he has his first city up. Gonna be getting the barracks. I do expect perhaps a I'm trying to think what Alan can do here. I mean, I think he might be going for an age 3 attack possibly, but I don't think that's really a good decision against Mongols, because Mongols are at their strongest in the first 3 ages, so it's going to be interesting to see what Alan goes for here. And already, as you can see, thanks to just the power of Mongols, is a very good start here for Shadows. He already has a 150, almost 150 food and wood income. And he's going to be getting his metal income up now as well. He has a +8 mine here. And he is using 3 of his rares. On the other side, Alan's eco is actually gone beneath the 100 commerce cap. But he is going to be spamming units here, as you can see. So I do think he's going to be going for a very big despot raid. And probably going to be going for the attack as well. But one thing I've just realised is, yeah, Shadows doesn't have a university yet. So his knowledge income has actually been pretty low this entire time. And it looks like Bison will be going down again. It's quite a big army here for Alan already, and he will be going for the Legionnaires upgrade as well, or the Legions upgrade rather. And there's going to be 4 archers queued up in the city here, as well as a tower being built. However, it's not going to finish, and yeah, this city should go down. Yeah. And all these horses are going to make it difficult for the archers to escape. If Alan chooses to chase them at least. Yeah, the archers do get caught out of position, so... Ooh. There's only 1 left actually, which only just survives. So yeah, nice play from Alan. I do think this was the right decision because, you know, he needed to stop the Mongol sort of boom in its tracks, and I do think Shadows was a little bit complacent. I mean, he essentially, you know, he was nowhere near ready for that. And Alan's going to be going for the 3rd age here, and I do expect him to go for the extra military, and he will be getting the free armor upgrade as well, as Romans. And looks like Shadows isn't too pleased with himself, so but no, Shadows is a very strong standard player, so I do think this is just one of those mishaps, which does happen. And I do think this is going to be very hard to counter from Alan, because and if he gets the extra military as well, he will, as I say, have the extra armor upgrade as well, so but yeah, he's not going to be getting the city, but he will, yeah, he's going to retreat instead. But he's really sort of deflected the Mongol start here, and it looks like he's going to go in for a science free, so it looks like he's going to be going for an H4 attack, which I don't think is a bad idea. He just needs to get more knowledge income. So I'm expecting him to get this city big. And he's going to be on for the military free as well, so any combat engagements will be in his favour. I don't know what Shadows is doing here, needs to pull back. A nice raid here on the caravan route. Gonna force all these villagers to garrison. But despite losing the third city, you see that he has a very nice economy once again. You know, has a plus 170 food income. He's going to be getting his wood income up as well. Decent wealth income. And not too sure what the plan here is for Alan. I mean, he's gone for the science-free approach. I'm kind of expecting him to boom up to age 4 in a way, but it looks like he will be getting the siege factory, another stable, so possibly age 3 attack. And he has a lot of metal here. He could easily get a castle as well if he wanted to. Maybe attack this caravan route, maybe put it here. Would certainly stop the raids from harassing the caravan route. So I do think that is probably a bit of a weak point here. Ooh, nice ambush there for Alan. The ambush is right in the middle of the Mongol army there. Now there is these two horses here for Shadows, which is gonna harass the caravans as they make their way down the road. And Alan is floating a lot of wealth here. I'm not too sure what he's doing with all that wealth, but he could easily be spamming scholars or even get a wonder. I mean, maybe Colossus would be quite good. You know, really get that wealth monopoly up and running. And, ooh, he's forgotten about his units here. So these will be getting picked off here. I'm not too sure what happened there. I guess he just... Perhaps he was distracted by the raids up here, I don't know, but... Definitely a sloppy bit of micro there. And I do think that Shadows is back in the game. You know, he's managed to boom his way up again. Now Alan is going to be aging up to Gunpowder Age, and I don't know why he's floating so much wealth. This is really gonna bother him, in a way. Nice defense here for the militia here. Yeah, I do think he could have boomed up to Gunpowder Age quite, you know, earlier, probably a few more minutes earlier than he has. This has definitely given Shadows a way to get back into this game. Castle going to be coming down, and yeah, that's the place I thought he would build it, so Good job. And he's going to be agent to Gunpowder Age himself. Now, there is quite a nice armor here for Alan, and you know, once all of his unit upgrades come online, he will be in a pretty strong position, but I just think his boom could have been a bit better. I mean, by this point, he should already have had enough knowledge to have had monarchy and probably military for as well. So, but I do think he, obviously he's still, you know, quite a ways ahead of Shadows, and yeah, this is where the Mongol power starts dropping off anyway, because Mongols, as I've said, have a very good early game, and this is where the Romans really start to shine. They should be able to get monarchy about now as well. 3 bombards as well. Now there's quite a few units here for Shadows as well, but he doesn't have the monarchy just yet. Nor does he have the tactics, although he's just getting it now. There's a lot of units here for Alan. One thing I've just realised is that Alan's not been using gems. But he has been making use of salt, which is nice. And Shadows on the other side, not been using wine. So it could be a potential engagement here. Yeah, there's quite a few units here for Shadows, and he's going to be getting monarchy now. This castle's going to be making it difficult for Alan to attack. I do think this castle needs to go down, but the Shadows is sort of back in the game here. And yeah, Alan's just forgotten about his knowledge income. You know, really sort of stumped as to what happened to his boom there, but I mean, he's doing good, but I just think he could have won this by now if he had the proper technologies. And it looks like he has finally realised that he does need more knowledge. So if he had the extra military, then no, he'd be winning this easily, and he's winning because it looks like Shadows has lost his monarch here, but although Alan could, yeah, Alan's lost his now as well, so looks like he will be forced to retreat here. Let's fast forward a little bit. Okay, he does have the military 4 here. Yeah, I do definitely think this game could have been over by now. And I think Shadows is going to try and boom up to age 5, possibly. I mean, he's going to be getting the operations upgrade once the military completes. And it looks like Alan is going to be back with another attack on this city. So I do think that, yeah, Alan could, could definitely take this, although there is 2 spies here for Shadow, so there's only 1 scout here for Alan, so, but I thought there was a little raid here on this metal mine. Nice one there from Alan. Another heavy knight gonna be making its way to raid something. But I think Alan just needs to rush in here, and he can take this army out. And Shadows is playing militia as well. Yeah, I do think Alan is winning this. Based mostly on the unit composition. Yeah, this is GG. Alright, so looks like Alan did pull through in the end, so nice job there, dude. But I do think you could have won the game earlier had you have had the the monarchy and the military 4 upgrades sooner, but you still played well, so nice one. I mean, playing against Mongols isn't an easy job, because Mongols, at least early on, are very hard to go up against, but I do think that Shadows just didn't fortify the city soon enough, and he also forgot about knowledge as well, so had he have been in like age 3, then I think Alan probably wouldn't have been able to capture the city, most likely. So just a few mishaps from both players, but still a good game. So so yeah, well played both. I think I'll be back with one more game, so sit tight and I'll be back in a few minutes. Okay guys, last game before I shoot off. So this is actually the same nation playoff, as you can see. It's going to be Mongols for Sylvan in yellow versus Vali in red as Romans. And it's going to be a different map this time though. It's going to be old world, so you know, it might change the dynamic a little bit, but I guess we'll see. But the map size is going to be arena instead. But yeah, let's begin. So we're pretty much just going to boil down to whether Sylvan can make use of the very good start for Mongols and, you know, basically make sure that, you know, perhaps he kills in Age 3 or he makes it so that the Roman player is not going into Age 4 too well. They're in like that good of a shape. So let's look at the rares for both players. We see that Sylvan is starting with Citrus. So not a very good rare. You just have Silk, which is a decent rare, and Marble, which is not so good. So two pretty crappy rares, but also one decent rare for Sylvan. And that's pretty much all the rares near his territory that I can see. On the other side here, we see that Vali is starting off with Spice and Tobacco. And there's also going to be Gems and Amber near once he places his second city down. So, you know, I would say that he definitely does have the better rares. But it's just going to be a case of whether he can, you know, control all of his rares. So apologies if you can hear any background noise. That's just going to be my dog barking, so sorry about that. But anyway, we do see that Sylvan has placed down the second city here. And as you can see, already going to be at his 100 food cap. I'm just going to have a quick look at the ruins here as well. And we do see pretty even ruin distribution between both players. Although Sylvan just have one more ruin. So let's look at the scouting for Vali as well. And looks like, you know, having said that, he's going to pick up 2 more ruins and also another 2. So he will be getting ahead of ruins, I would say. And that was a pretty late second city, I must say, but I guess it's not the end of the world. So, not very much to speak of right now, so I'm just going to fast forward a little bit. So we see both players aging up to classical age, and I'm just going to have a quick glance at the ruins again, and yeah, it looks like Vali is ahead. Not much ahead, but he has 2 more ruins than Sylvan. Which I do think that against Mongols, to sort of equalize the good start that Mongols have, if you have, you know, better ruins, then it definitely does help to, as I say, make the head start that Mongols receive not so obvious, I suppose. But yeah, it looks like Sylvan going to be going for the military 2 stable build. What you expect as Mongols, really. University coming down as well. And he's already going to be sending these raiders off to raid gems, which looks like Valley doesn't know about yet. So I guess lucky for him it's not going to be raided. It looks like he's gone pretty defensive. He's already got 2 towers set up. And these are Roman towers as well, so they are cheaper. But apart from that, University Senate as well. Interestingly enough, the Senate's going to be placed on the second city, which I don't know if I agree with, because Mongols... I mean, unless his third city is going to be somewhere here, then I guess it's not too bad, but I guess we'll see what happens. And it looks like Sylvan's raiding party here. I'm not too sure what he's going to do, but he has 2 nomads and 2 light horses. And looks like he might be going for this metal mine once he scouts it. Possibly. Yep, he's going to make a beeline for that metal mine, which is a good target. And I think Valley might be losing a few villagers here. Yep, 2 villagers lost already. So I guess this metal mine probably wasn't in the best position, or maybe he could have just built one of his towers next to the metal mine instead. That probably wouldn't have been better, but it's not the end of the world. So yeah, nice raids there from Sylvan. Another stable going to be built as well, and he's going to be going for Despot as well. So let's just compare the economies as well for both players. We do see that well, Sylvan has gone for the commerce too as well, so he's going to be able to get his food and wood up to 150. Valley on the other side is a senator, and he has a pretty good wood income of 140, and he's going to be getting his food up as well. Oh, looks like he might be losing his light horse. Nah, it's gonna be... Ooh, just about. Wow. I thought that was gonna be saved, but so a bit unlucky there for Valley. And it looks like he might be deserting his mine here, just perhaps realizing that it's very open. Which it is, so it's very best building it here or somewhere else that's more, defendable, I suppose. And yeah, bad engagement there for Valley. He will be losing his units, but might be getting a bribe. Nah, doesn't look like it. And these villagers were also caught in the crosshairs as well. So let's just look at the kills as well. So I feel like Valley's lost quite a few units. Yep, 6 units lost for Valley. 7 now. So this is looking like a very good start for Sylvan. And it looks like he did deny the first city there for Valley, which I think he was going to place it here. I think he still can build it around here, but yeah, he can build it there, but I guess looks like he'll be building it over here instead, which does leave his capital vulnerable for an attack, but at the same time it kind of pressures this side of Sylvan's territory, so I guess we'll see what happens. But it will make this area sort of more raidable. And I've just realized I've always pretty much had like no metal income this entire game because he's just not been able to collect any metal really due to the raids. and he has the way to the mine as well, so perhaps once this city completes he'll build it on this third city, maybe, that's my guess. And it looks like the gems merchant was killed as well, so he's going to be making another merchant. And this is really good stuff from Sylvan, you know, he's raiding in 2 places. Although it looks like he will be losing units here. But, you know, it's keeping Valley busy on both sides, which is good. Just give me a minute, guys. Hey guys, sorry about that. Just had to sort something out. But yeah, let's resume. So I forgot what I was saying, but looks like both players have pretty similar ecos. Anyway. Although Vali's metal income is quite low, but it looks like he is going to be getting some villagers on there. And this is quite a big border push that Vali is exerting on Sylvan here. Thanks to gems. And there's actually still this big raiding party that Sylvan has as well, which sort of causing Vali to sort of move his units over. Because Sylvan could literally just go in towards gems right now and just take care of this these sort of units here. And it's made Vali very defensive as well. It looks like there is going to be a counter raid here. Just a horse archery going through Karakoram. And yeah, this is going to be really annoying for Vali because, you know, he's going to be just right on the caravan route. So this caravan, okay, he deleted it. This merchant's going to go down as well. I think he might have deleted the merchant because Sylvan didn't get any plunder. Yeah, nice raids there from Sylvan. So I'm guessing Vali is going to be going for an H4 attack because I don't really see any aggression from him. He went Senator, so I'm expecting, yeah, an H4 attack. He has a nice knowledge income, enough to get to H4. Sylvan on the other side, no, he has a lower knowledge income, but... And he has some siege as well, so I do think he's going to be going for the H3 attack. Yeah, Vali is literally just booming right now. And he will be getting overwhelmed here. He does need to pull back. And I do expect Vali to start spamming some units here because, you know, it's clear that Sylvan is going for the H3 attack, so... And this is quite a sizable army here for Sylvan. I can't really see any more units being built for Vali here. He's just kind of he's a bit complacent. I don't know where these Caesar's legions are going, but should be here. And this is a nice nomad here. It's taking out a couple of villages. Yeah, this is a nice army for Sylvan. I think that Yeah, Valley just has like no units. So there's gonna be a knight here raiding the farms here, so that's a nice job there for Sylvan. And sort of raids like this whilst you're attacking, which can definitely do some damage because, as you can see, Varys is not paying attention here. He's too focused on what's going on here. And he finally realizes that, you know, this city has been raided here, so... And it looks like Volley will be going for Gunpowder Age, but I don't know. Even if he gets the unit upgrades, which is unlikely, he's just not making enough units. There's just not enough units here. And he doesn't even have militia researched either, so he can't pull his militia. And looks like Sylvan has gone in for the force march here, and yeah, honestly, I do think he's going to capture the city because there's just not enough units here for Valley. And now there's the lookout here as well as the tower, but okay, looks like he's gonna get militia as well, but I think this could be too late. The militia are pulled. But this is also, you know, Valley's economy is pretty much gone down the drain here as well. And he's lost all his units pretty much, there's only a few archers left. Yeah, okay, yeah, this is definitely GG. Yeah, well played Sylvan, and yeah, I think this Valley was a bit too complacent there because I think he could have held on here, but you know, for whatever reason he wasn't making enough units, and also having a cap in front as well. Generally not a good idea rather. Especially if you know that your opponent's most likely going to be attacking in Age 3 as Mongols, then yeah, it's just generally not a good idea. But yeah, well played Sylvan. Looks like, and Valley also had the better rares as well, so although Sylvan was able to capture gems towards the end. Yeah, that's pretty much going to conclude this cast, guys, and the video as well. So I hope you enjoyed, and I should be back towards the end of the week with another cast, probably this weekend. I will keep the stream running for a few more minutes. So if anyone wants to talk in the chat, then feel free. And yeah, I'll see you guys next time.